Are you tired of feeling like your body has betrayed you after decades of loyal service? You wake up exhausted, struggle through afternoon energy crashes, and wonder if this is just your new normal as a man over 60? What if I told you that 7 specific foods could change everything about how you feel, perform, and show up in your daily life? Let me tell you the story about my client, Mark. At 67, Mark could barely make it up a flight of stairs without gasping for breath. 3 months later, he's hiking 10-mile trails and feels stronger than he did at 50. The difference? 7 foods his doctor never told him about. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and tell me where you are watching from. Thanks. Mark came to my office last year, frustrated and desperate. This was a man who had built a successful construction business from the ground up, worked 12-hour days for decades, and prided himself on his strength and endurance. But at 67, everything had changed. "Doc, I feel like I'm living in someone else's body," he told me, slumped in the chair across from my desk. "I wake up tired, I'm tired all day, and I go to bed exhausted. My wife wants to travel, play with the grandkids, enjoy retirement, but I can barely keep up with basic daily tasks. I used to lift heavy beams all day. Now I struggle to carry groceries from the car." Mark's blood work looked normal to most doctors. His cholesterol was managed, blood pressure controlled with medication, and his PSA levels were stable. But I could see what others missed. His energy markers were in the basement. His cellular function was declining rapidly. His body was literally starving for specific nutrients that become critically important after 60, yet no one had ever explained this to him. Here's what's happening to your body right now that most men don't understand. After 60, your stomach produces 40% less hydrochloric acid, making it nearly impossible to absorb vital nutrients from regular foods. Your mitochondria, the powerhouses of your cells, begin producing 25% less energy. Your testosterone drops by 1 to 2% every year, affecting not just your libido, but your muscle mass, bone density, and overall vitality. But here's the part that will shock you. The medical establishment treats these as separate, unrelated issues. They give you one pill for energy, another for blood pressure, a third for cholesterol. They never address the root cause of your body's desperate need for specific, targeted nutrition that can reverse these age-related declines. Mark's transformation didn't happen with expensive treatments or dangerous medications. It happened because we identified 7 specific foods that his 67-year-old body was crying out for. Foods that specifically target the unique nutritional challenges men face after 60. Foods that work with your changing physiology instead of against it. Within 30 days, Mark's energy levels had doubled. Within 60 days, he was back in his workshop building furniture for his grandchildren. Within 90 days, he and his wife took that European vacation they'd been postponing for years. The man who could barely climb stairs was now hiking mountain trails and feeling more vital than he had in over a decade. The tragedy is that Mark suffered needlessly for 2 years before finding this solution. How many men are sitting in doctors' offices right now, being told that fatigue, declining performance, and loss of vitality are just normal aging? How many are accepting a diminished quality of life when the solution is simpler than they ever imagined? I'm Dr. Vicky, and for over 3 decades, as a practicing urologist, I've helped thousands of men reclaim their vitality through targeted nutrition and lifestyle changes. Today, I'm sharing the 7 foods that have consistently shown remarkable results in my practice for boosting energy, enhancing performance, and restoring that sense of strength you thought was gone forever. Let's start with what I consider the king of vitality foods for men over 60. Wild-caught salmon isn't just another protein source. It's a powerhouse that addresses multiple age-related challenges simultaneously. The omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA in salmon, work like premium fuel for your brain, reducing inflammation that contributes to that mental fog you might be experiencing. But here's what makes salmon particularly crucial for you. The high-quality protein supports muscle maintenance and growth, which becomes increasingly important as you naturally lose muscle mass after 60. Each serving provides approximately 25 grams of complete protein containing all essential amino acids your body needs to repair and build tissue. The vitamin D content in salmon deserves special attention. Many men over 60 are deficient in vitamin D without realizing it, leading to fatigue, mood changes, and decreased bone density. A single serving of wild-caught salmon provides nearly 700 international units of vitamin D, supporting everything from immune function to testosterone production. When selecting salmon, focus on wild-caught varieties like Alaskan sockeye or coho. Farm-raised salmon often contains higher levels of inflammatory compounds and lower concentrations of beneficial nutrients. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week, prepared simply with herbs and lemon to preserve the delicate omega-3 oils. Now, before you skip ahead, hear me out on this one. Liver might not be the most popular food in American cuisine, but it's arguably the most nutrient-dense food on the planet, especially for men concerned about energy and vitality. Grass-fed beef liver contains more bioavailable iron than any other food source, addressing the hidden iron deficiency that affects many men over 60. This isn't the same as iron deficiency anemia. It's a subtle decrease in iron stores that manifests as persistent fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and reduced physical performance. The vitamin B12 content in the liver is extraordinary. One serving provides over 1,400% of your daily needs. B12 deficiency becomes increasingly common with age due to decreased stomach acid production, and the symptoms of fatigue, memory problems, and mood changes are often dismissed as normal aging. The liver also contains coenzyme Q10, a compound that your heart muscle requires for optimal function. Your body's natural production of CoQ10 declines significantly after 40, making dietary sources increasingly important. The folate in the liver supports healthy red blood cell formation, while the vitamin A content supports immune function and vision health. If you can't stomach the taste of liver, consider starting with liver pate mixed with herbs and spices, or look for high-quality desiccated liver capsules from grass-fed sources. Start with small amounts. Even 1 ounce of liver twice per week can make a significant difference in your energy levels. Eggs have been unfairly demonized for decades, but the truth is that whole eggs from pasture-raised chickens are one of the most perfect foods for men over 60. The yolk, which many people still avoid, contains the majority of the egg's nutritional value. Choline, found primarily in the yolk, is essential for brain function and becomes increasingly important with age. It supports the production of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter crucial for memory and cognitive function. Many men over 60 consume less than half the recommended amount of choline, contributing to mental fatigue and concentration difficulties. The protein in eggs is considered the gold standard because it contains all essential amino acids in optimal ratios for human utilization. Unlike plant proteins that may be incomplete or difficult to digest, egg protein is readily absorbed and used by your body for muscle maintenance and repair. Pasture-raised eggs contain significantly higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin E, and beta-carotene compared to conventional eggs. The vitamin D content, while modest, contributes to your overall intake. The lutein and zeaxanthin in egg yolks accumulate in the retina, supporting eye health and reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration. Don't limit yourself to breakfast. Hard-boiled eggs make excellent snacks, and adding eggs to salads or other meals increases the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins from other foods. Aim for 1 to 2 whole eggs daily. And don't fear the cholesterol. Dietary cholesterol has minimal impact on blood cholesterol levels for most people. Avocados represent everything your aging body needs in a single, delicious package. The monounsaturated fats in avocados support heart health, which becomes increasingly critical as cardiovascular disease risk rises with age. These healthy fats also support the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K from other foods in your meal. The potassium content in avocados exceeds that of bananas, supporting healthy blood pressure regulation. High blood pressure affects the majority of men over 60, and adequate potassium intake can help counteract the effects of excess sodium in your diet. Avocados contain glutathione, often called the master antioxidant, which supports liver detoxification and cellular repair. Your body's natural glutathione production declines with age, making dietary sources increasingly valuable. The folate in avocados supports healthy DNA synthesis and repair, while the fiber content promotes digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar levels. The oleic acid in avocados has anti-inflammatory properties that may help reduce the chronic low-grade inflammation associated with aging. This type of inflammation contributes to fatigue, joint discomfort, and increased disease risk. Add half an avocado to your daily routine, sliced on salads, mashed as a spread, or blended into smoothies. The versatility of avocados makes them easy to incorporate into any meal, and the healthy fats will help you feel satisfied longer, preventing energy crashes between meals. Here's a food that most men completely overlook, but it might be one of the most important additions to your daily routine. Brazil nuts are the richest dietary source of selenium, a mineral that's crucial for testosterone production and prostate health. Just to Brazil, nuts provide your entire daily selenium requirement. Selenium acts as a cofactor for glutathione peroxidase, an enzyme that protects cells from oxidative damage. This protection becomes increasingly important as your body's natural antioxidant systems become less efficient with age. The selenium in Brazil nuts specifically supports thyroid function, which directly impacts your energy levels and metabolism. Many men over 60 experience subclinical hypothyroidism, not severe enough for medication, but significant enough to cause fatigue, weight gain, and reduced mental clarity. Brazil nuts also contain healthy fats, including omega-6 and omega-9 fatty acids that support cardiovascular health. The magnesium content supports muscle and nerve function, while the zinc contributes to immune function and wound healing. However, more isn't always better with Brazil nuts. Due to their extremely high selenium content, limit yourself to no more than 2 nuts daily. Excessive selenium intake can actually become toxic, so consistency with small amounts is key. Consider them a daily supplement in food form rather than a snack to consume freely. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and other dark leafy greens might seem like simple vegetables, but they're actually complex nutritional powerhouses specifically beneficial for men over 60. These greens contain nitrates, which your body converts to nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation throughout your body. Better circulation means more efficient oxygen and nutrient delivery to your muscles, brain, and organs, directly translating to improved energy and performance. The folate in leafy greens supports healthy homocysteine levels, reducing cardiovascular disease risk. The vitamin K in dark greens is essential for bone health, working synergistically with calcium and vitamin D to maintain bone density. Many men underestimate their osteoporosis risk, but bone loss accelerates after 60, and adequate vitamin K intake is crucial for prevention. These greens also provide lutein and zeaxanthin, the same carotenoids found in egg yolks, supporting eye health and reducing the risk of cataracts and macular degeneration. The fiber content supports digestive health and helps regulate blood sugar levels, preventing energy crashes. Aim for at least 2 cups of dark leafy greens daily. Raw greens and salads preserve their vitamin C content, while lightly cooked greens make certain nutrients more bioavailable. Sautéing greens with garlic and olive oil increases the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Pomegranate might seem like an unusual choice, but research specific to men's health makes this fruit particularly valuable for those over 60. Pomegranate contains unique compounds called punicalagins, which have powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Studies have shown that pomegranate consumption can improve exercise performance and reduce muscle soreness, making it easier to maintain the physical activity that's crucial for healthy aging. The antioxidants in pomegranate specifically target the type of oxidative stress that increases with age. Pomegranate has been studied for its effects on prostate health, with research suggesting that regular consumption may help slow the progression of prostate issues common in men over 60. The fruit also supports cardiovascular health by improving arterial function and reducing inflammation in blood vessels. The natural sugars in pomegranate provide quick energy without the crash associated with processed sugars, while the fiber content helps regulate absorption. The ellagic acid in pomegranate has been studied for its potential anti-aging properties at the cellular level. Fresh pomegranate seeds can be added to yogurt, salads, or eaten as a snack. Pure pomegranate juice without added sugars is another option, but limit yourself to 4 to 6 ounces daily due to the concentrated natural sugars. Pomegranate extract supplements are available, but whole fruit provides additional fiber and nutrients. Now that you understand these 7 powerhouse foods, let's talk about how to integrate them into your daily routine effectively. The key isn't to completely overhaul your diet overnight. That approach typically leads to failure. Instead, focus on adding 1 new food each week, allowing your taste preferences and digestive system to adapt gradually. Start your day with 2 Brazil nuts and a glass of water. This simple habit ensures you're getting your daily selenium requirement and starts your morning with a nutrient-dense choice. Follow this with eggs prepared however you enjoy them, most scrambled with spinach, hard-boiled as a portable snack, or in an omelet with avocado. For lunch, focus on incorporating dark, leafy greens into whatever you're already eating. Add spinach to sandwiches, kale to soups, or Swiss chard to stir-fries. The key is making these additions feel natural rather than forced. Dinner is an excellent time for salmon. Baked with herbs, grilled with lemon, or pan-seared with garlic preparation method matters less than consistency. If you're incorporating liver, start with small amounts mixed into ground beef for burgers or meatballs to mask the flavor while you adjust. Avocado works well at any meal or as a snack. Slice it on toast, add it to salads, or blend it into smoothies for creaminess. Healthy fats will help you absorb nutrients from other foods more effectively. Pomegranate seeds make an excellent addition to yogurt, oatmeal, or salads. If you prefer juice, drink it with a meal to minimize blood sugar impact, or dilute it with sparkling water for a refreshing beverage. The timing of these foods can also impact their effectiveness. Protein-rich foods like eggs, salmon, and liver are most beneficial when spread throughout the day rather than consumed in one large portion. Your body can only utilize approximately 25 to 30 grams of protein at once for muscle synthesis. Consider meal prep strategies that make these foods more convenient. Cook hard-boiled eggs in batches, pre-wash and chop leafy greens, portion out Brazil nuts for the week, and pre-cut avocados with lemon juice to prevent browning. Remember that consistency beats perfection. You don't need to consume all 7 foods daily, but aim to include most of them throughout each week. Your body will respond better to regular, moderate intake rather than sporadic large amounts. The choice is yours. You can continue accepting fatigue, reduced performance, and declining vitality as inevitable parts of aging, or you can take control with these 7 scientifically backed foods that specifically address the nutritional needs of men over 60. These aren't magic bullets. They're tools that work when used consistently as part of an overall healthy lifestyle. Combined with regular physical activity, adequate sleep, and stress management, these foods can help restore the energy and vitality you thought were lost forever. Your body has served you well for over 6 decades. Now it's time to serve it with the premium nutrition it deserves. Start with one food this week, add another next week, and notice how you feel as these powerful nutrients begin working in your system. The man you want to be at 70, 80, and beyond starts with the choices you make today. Make them count.